How to start SIP in mutual fund? If you are looking to start investment in SIP, let me give you a brief overview so that you can start your journey by yourself. First thing is, decide your goal, why you want to start SIP. It could be for your wedding, it could be for buying a new house, new car, for your retirement planning or your child future, anything. Based on this goal, you will be able to decide your risk appetite, how much risk you can take. Second is allocation of fund, that is saving fund for the investment. Now I will guide you that whatever is your total income, you reduce your monthly expense and you reduce your 6-month emergency fund. Okay, emergency fund should be kept aside in the bank account. Now whatever balance is left, that you can decide to invest. But if you are still confused, you can start with rupees 500 also. Third is opening a demat account. You can start without opening a demat account, but I would advise you to open a demat account because it will help you to decide fund better or also track your fund properly. So here are the few names. You can choose any company. I personally use Zerodha or Grow. Fourth is how to select mutual fund. Okay, so let me give you a brief overview of how to choose mutual fund. I have just given an example of 3 small cap funds just for your reference purpose, not an investment advice. Now you have to check 4 things. Number 1, expense ratio. Number 2, exit load. Number 3, fund size. And number 4, last 5 years or 3 years returns. Now what is expense ratio? When you invest in SIP, a certain amount is deducted as charges. So the fund which gives you lower charges, like Axis, you can see 0.55%. So it is a better fund because charges is less. Second is exit load. When you withdraw funds within 3 months or 12 months, a certain penalty is levied. So a fund which offers lower penalty could be a better fund. So lower the better. Third is fund size. Now fund size, higher fund size means that the funds is very experienced and it is able to manage fund properly, but not a full-fledged advice. Even a lower fund size fund could be better. So you have to check along with other factors. Fourth one is returns, last 3 to 5 returns. I have mentioned last 3 years return, but I would advise you to check at least last 5 years return to ensure that there is consistency in achieving those returns. Okay, now you cannot check only one factor or 2 factors. You have to check all the 4 factors and then decide which fund is suitable for you. Now if you are still confused that which fund should I choose, you start with index fund. Start with index fund. Or still, if you don't want to take risk, you can take professional help. I hope this is clear. Follow this channel for similar videos. Thank you.